Yo, welcome back everybody. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to control recoil in Warzone for us console players, PS5, PS4, Xbox players. Now that since we are on console, we do have some limitations. Of course, we don't get the FOV, you know what I'm saying? Let me put myself down here. We don't get the FOV, we don't get any of those extra options on console, but we do have some things to try to make our recoil, control the recoil a little bit easier, right? So number one thing is actually just change your controller settings. So since I am doing like a console tips and tricks video, I'm only gonna be using tips for controller, not for keyboard and mouse players. So I'm sorry for you keyboard and mouse console players, because I know there's a lot of few keyboard and mouse console players out there. This video is not for you. This is for my controller console players though. So listen up here. So this right here, this is what I rock with. I know 4 sensitivity might be slow, but trust me, bro, it makes everything feel better. Since we are on controller, we are limited to how much we can move our stick, right? And also, since if you do have controller drift, I actually just recommend lowering this down, and also your dead zone putting it up. So that's just a couple basic things to make your aim more precise. Let's say you're moving around. If you had a super high sense, you don't want to be going all over crazy, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Now getting to the more important part, the ADS sense multiplier. So this is basically when your ADS, how fast is the sensitivity. So normally this is at 1. This is normally at 1. Oh, this is for high zoom. Okay. So this is normally at 1. Right here is usually at 1.00. And this right here is all right, but the ADS sense is just a little bit too fast. And let's say you're trying to aim at somebody and guess the recoil, you're gonna have the recoil. But since you are trying to aim at somebody, let's say you move it, you might mess up your aim, right? So this is also like how to improve your aim type of video, right? So we're gonna put this down to at least like 0.8 or lower. I know like other people, some Call of Duty Pro players actually have this at like 0.5, really low. Because it makes controlling your aim better, thus making your recoil easier to control. And then second tip that I have is, of course, just learn your gun. Any gun that you are using, just learn the recoil pattern. It could be as simple as, let's say I'm gonna use the AMAX here for an example, right? We're gonna go like let's go 20 meters away. That's like 24 meters. That's like 20 meters, right? 21 meters, all right. So let's say I'm just gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna shoot it, and just look at the pattern. So it goes up. So let's go to it. It starts from here. It skips a couple things here. So we go up a little bit to the left and then to the right, and then we swiggle a little bit. So next time, since you know this pattern with the AMAX, this is like the regular AMAX class, right? When you're controlling recoil and let's say it does go up, right? Can't show you because I don't have ammo anymore. Let's say when it does start going up, you at least know that it's gonna go a little bit up to the left, and then after a couple more bullets, it's gonna go up to the right. So you wanna not only just hold your joystick down, but hold it down at an angle a little bit more to the left, bottom left, or bottom right if you're using the RAM as an example, because if you know the RAM, instead of going up right, it actually goes up left for the RAM. So that's a couple tips. Just learn your gun, any gun that you're gonna use, and it has a lot of recoil, like any gun like the RAM or the AMAX or anything else like the AK-47 or anything. Just learn the recoil for it and learn the recoil pattern, and then just try to control the recoil the best. It's really simple, just holding down the trigger. Holding down the trigger of your gun while you're shooting is really simple. And then second tip, since you're holding down the recoil down with the right stick, how are you gonna move around your aim? So one tip that I actually don't see a lot of people talk about is actually use your aim with your left stick. So if that makes sense. So you know how with the right stick you move this, but with your left stick you kind of move your character. So let's say a guy just dropped out of that window, right? He's gonna drop out of that window. I'm gonna see him right here. I'm gonna jump this, and I'm gonna use my left stick because my right aim is straight, and then I'm gonna just control the recoil, shoot at him right there, right? See, I'm not the best explainer at this, so use your left stick to dictate, like redirect your aim, because you're not always going to be precise with your right stick. You're not always going to be on target. So let's say you kind of are in around the area of the enemy, you kind of just want to use your left stick and move around. This also helps with not getting hit while you're moving around, right? So the guy's here and you're moving around, if you stand still and just shoot, you know, the dude is gonna fry you, right? But if you're shooting and moving, it makes you not only one, it makes you a harder target to hit, but also it kind of helps with your aim and doesn't mess up, like, oh, you're gonna start shooting a little bit over here or over here, you know, with your right aim, because, you know, we're humans, we make some mistakes where we might move a little bit and we might not even notice, right? So that's that. All right, let me look at my notes, bro, because I had more tips. Learn your gun, use left stick. Oh, this one is actually very huge. Mounting in Warzone. So let's say teams are coming right here, and you guys know the AMAX recoil, it has a lot of recoil, right? Instead of just sitting here, we're gonna use this right here and then mount. Now when you mount, the recoil on any gun, it goes down. So the recoil is actually just more straight, easier to control without actually having to control it, if that makes sense. Let me see if I could die here. I can show y'all boys. I can't die here, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you know about mounting, like, you keep it mount right here. It's just holding your aim button and then the circle button, like that, and then you just mount. Once you're mounted, yeah, you're not able to move with your left stick, but the recoil is insanely low, especially for the RAM, because I heard the RAM has the least. It, like, when you mount with the RAM, your recoil reduces by 70%, which is a crazy amount, right? You could just fry people from 100 meters away, and just go crazy with the gun, you know what I'm saying? Less recoil and just fry out people and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really all about just learning your gun, change your settings, lower down your ADS sense. I know some people might not like that, but just trust me, lower it down. It helps a lot with your aim. Before, I used to always be on 1-1 and just regular. I used to play on really high sense, and sometimes it will make it hard for me to control my aim, thus making the recoil, like, you know, harder to control. So it's not only just about the recoil, it's also, you know, making your aim straight, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I got some right here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, so there's a dude right there. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try to shoot him regular, see how there's recoil, right? But if we were to mount, there's way less recoil. Oh, we can fight this guy right here. Peek out, buddy. Peek out. Peek out. No, he's not gonna peek. Oh, he's right there. But trust me, it's way more easier to control recoil when you're mounted. And if you guys come and tune into my streams, you guys see that every time I have a chance to mount, I always mount, just because it's so much easier to control the recoil. I know there's also some certain optics on Cold War, like the multi-zoom Zuzat, that does looks like I have less recoil. So for some Cold War guns, if y'all rock like the the long range Cold War guns, you guys should try the multi-zoom. That one, it does look like it has less recoil though. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it for this video, man. I don't really got much else to say, y'all. I hope y'all boys control y'all recoil, main. I hope y'all boys a little bit, get some tips. Cause I don't know, sometimes some of y'all be asking me for tips in the stream. And yeah, bro, hope you guys have an awesome, wonderful day. Leave me in the comment section down below, comment if you have a question or anything. Let me know, y'all. I love y'all boys, man, and I'm out of here, bro. Peace.